Warning. The show you are about to hear contains muscular, intelligent, and intelligible sexy men discussing B-movies, and will contain movie spoilers. Only one of the previous statements is actually true. You decide.
So light that fuse and let it burn. There's no escape, there's no return. Exploding heads and synthwave licks. We're deep in cult classic kicks. Low budget dreams that never quit. Every frame a misfit hit. This is the B-Movie Blitzkrieg Podcast. This is Duncan The Baz. The B-Movie Blitzkrieg Podcast.
Welcome, my festive freaks, to the bonus Christmas episode of the B-Movie Blitzkrieg Podcast. The only show where the cookies bite back, the milk curdles in fear, and Santa's sleigh might just be powered by pure spite. I'm your host, Duncan McLeish, guardian of the gingerbread graveyard, survivor of the great eggnog explosion of '98, and the only man to be banned from a Christmas market for aggressive caroling. Tonight, we're unwrapping a cinematic gift that smells faintly of cinnamon and screams in Gary Busey. The Gingerdead Man from 2005, a film that dares to ask, what if your holiday baking came with a side of murder? So preheat your ovens, sharpen your candy canes, and prepare for a film that proves that the most dangerous thing in your kitchen isn't the knives, it's the cookie with a vendetta. But fear not, dear listeners, I'm not facing this festive flowered fiend alone. Sliding down the chimney with a flask of Fireball and a sack full of questionable life choices comes a man whose mere presence causes snow to melt and reindeer to reconsider their career paths. He's the only person to win a gingerbread house competition using actual concrete and a flamethrower. Some call him the Deck the Halls destroyer of Dunoon. Others whisper tales of a man who once punched a snowman for looking smug. He is the Krampus of chaos, the Saint Nick of Slayer riffs, the Donner to my Dasher, the man, the myth, the legend, the Baz.
Frohe Weihnachten, mein sexy Liebchen. Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht. Time to clamber out the trenches for a quick game of football, my friends.
Oh, I love
Before
it.
we go back to the Mormon kill.
I love it. Like, so much going on there. And a joyous Noel to you as well, Baz. How did we end up here? That's the question I want to, I want to stress, there's a particular person out there on the internet who has petitioned this movie for the last 7 or 8 years on our other now on hiatus podcast Under the Stairs. Every Christmas, this is the listener choice pick for Christmas horror movie, and I've avoided it, recording anyway, for so long. I've only ever seen it once, and when it landed, when I picked it for two reasons. One, tits. Two, Gary Busey. And if I know one thing in this life, and beyond this life, Baz, is you are a massive fan of the Busey.
Utah! Give me two!
Now, granted, this is after the accident.
There's a goddamn ad keeps coming up on my social media for a t-shirt of that.
Yep.
And I know I'm going to end up spending 40 quid for something that's going to ship to China.
Can your wife hear you right now? Is she's like, don't be shouting that I'm going to spend 40 quid. Never do that. That's what I do. Is what I'm going. She says I pre-ordered it. Pre-ordered it months ago. I never ordered it yesterday. This is kind of post-accident Busey as well. So and we're seeing Gary Busey's in this movie. His voice is in this movie.
Yeah. He's only in it himself a little bit.
Yeah. So this is a Full Moon production, and we're going to get to Full Moon being Charles Band's film outlet, and they've made God knows how many very low budget, very cheesy horror movies. They're behind the ones with the wee dolls, which escapes me now, and we reviewed them. We did a whole franchise on them, and why can I not remember their names?
The wee dolls?
Yeah, the wee killer dolls. Puppet Master. He's behind the Puppet Master movie, the movie Dolls.
You didn't do Puppet Master with me.
I didn't say it was with you. I said me.
Oh.
You were safe from the 13 movie
So it was
run of Killer
Royal
Puppets.
Wee, was it?
The Royal Wee. Yes. We had to sit through that by me and any listener that's ported over. Yeah, and this is his take on Child's Play, kinda. We're going to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
You had not seen this before.
No, I would have remembered this.
Well, I am so curious to see how we got on. So we're going to take our first break. When we come back, Baz is going to be giving us a synopsis of the plot. I've got it written here, no more than 5 minutes. Let's see if we can get through 2. We're going to be doing that right after this. And welcome back to a segment I've called The Cookie Crumbles. This is the plot synopsis of the movie The Gingerdead Man. Baz, what's going on with this movie?
Oh, well, strap in, my friend, because there ain't much. Violent career criminal Gary Busey kills a bakery owner and his son. But the surviving daughter testifies against him in court and he is executed. For some mysterious reason, after that, the Grim Reaper, or somebody in a sheet, decides to deposit his ashes at the door of the bakery owned by the bakery killed, and have them disguised as gingerbread seasoning.
Yes.
Right, which is just ginger. It's got gingerbread. And then when this is added to the dough, along with a convenient little drop of blood, it causes Busey to be reincarnated in the body of a gingerbread man. Some rather bland, much like gingerbread, mayhem ensues. And there's just too much shite patter and too little titties, to be quite truthful. He is eventually defeated. Not to ruin this film for anyone.
Oh no, spoiler alert.
He's eventually defeated when he inhabits the body of a wrestling-obsessed baker who happens to be friends with the whole kind of Scooby gang in this movie, but whom they have no fucking problem locking in a walk-in oven and burning to death. And you can rest easy. I am very aware that my ill-timed Nazi humour does not work in a film with walk-in ovens, so I will be avoiding the very obvious but very offensive jokes that you know I have many of.
You do indeed. Baz, I'm just going to tell you right now that this is a franchise. This is a franchise with movies up to about 7 or 8 with crossovers with the Evil Bong series, which is a thing, by the way. And I'm just going to let you know that, there's a Gingerdead Man versus Evil Bong.
What's
movie.
Evil Bong?
It's also a Full Moon production. So there's a theme here. Just inanimate objects possessed by serial killers.
Right, okay.
I'm just going to tell you right now, and this is what I mean about making you safe in the knowledge of, this is the only Gingerdead Man movie we will ever cover. So
good, thank you.
We will not continue past the opening installment.
Rest easy, listeners. Rest easy.
Rest easy. This is a one and fucking done. So we're going to take a little break though and see if there's anything we can salvage, mine from this here. You know, like the offcuts of a gingerbread man. Can we forge from the offcuts a full Gingerdead Man? No, we can't, because there isn't much to forge off here.
Maybe
Also,
a small gingerbread penis for
a wee very cold, because it's Christmas time. We cold chode. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the top 5 rad, sad, and bad, and more likely mad from this movie. We'll be doing it right after this. And welcome back to a segment I've called Sugar, Spice, and Sinister Slice. This is the top 5 rad, sad, and bad from this movie. I'm going to just put it out there, and I think you will agree, this movie maybe peaks in the opening rampage with Gary Busey and his, less than 5 minutes cinema time before he's like, you're getting the voice and nothing else. It's over the top, very fun. And the thing is, though, I think should Gary Busey still be making movies? There's a bit where I kind of feel like he is being marginally exploited in this movie when you see the state of him at the start. I just kind of feel like someone should be like an agent or something should be there saying maybe not. But yeah, he does play over the top in quite a fucking tremendous way, and I'm here for it. So I'm going to put that as Rad. It's Gary Busey. Rad, Baz.
I would not argue anything with Gary Busey in it being called Rad. I'm totally on board with that, totally fine with that. What I did find kind of bad is the way that the opening scene that you're talking about basically just cuts in to like the middle of the diner scene in Pulp Fiction. There's no build-up. There's no lengthy talks about, I don't know, fucking cats and feet. Do you know what I mean? It's just straight into he's shooting shit up.
Yep.
And where did that elderly baker, why is he carrying a flick knife?
Must be from Dunoon, Baz. Must be from Dunoon.
Well, yes.
Standard issue.
I tell you, see, if he was a genuine knife fighter for Dunoon, he wouldn't have shouted at the guy with the gun before he went at him with a knife.
You don't signal you have a knife.
No.
Unless you're Crocodile Dundee.
And the immortal words of Sean Connery, just like a wop brings a knife to a gunfight. You know what I mean?
So good. Why didn't we watch The Untouchables? Because it's not a B movie.
I don't know, because we're sitting watching this dog shite.
Because it also won Oscars, which I think discounts it from being a B movie. I think that's maybe what the first line was, won Oscars. Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here? Can we talk about the the oven in this bakery, which just appears to be a whole room?
Yeah. I don't think that's a thing.
No, I'm almost 100% sure it isn't a thing. And you want to know how I know that? Because people would die a lot in bakeries if that was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I did a lot of catering work when I was young, you know that. And I mean, certainly I've been in big walk-in chillers and stuff like that.
100%, yeah.
But no, the ovens, you don't walk into them, man. Do you know what I mean? Even if you did, like, because I remember this in the fridge, they all have mechanisms on the inside to open the door.
Yes.
To stop you freezing to death.
Yeah, there'd be no reason not to have. It's not as if your bread is going to go try and get out mid-cook. You know what I mean? That's like, you can have that. You know, if those things existed, right, let's put it this way. If those things actually existed, Baz, then crematoriums would be doing a rare trade at maybe, putting in 5 at the same time. Like, they go through individually, right? This is what they do, right? So I love how it's like a normal thing that no one, like even the people that don't work in the bakery that then come in aren't like, is that a fucking walk-in oven?
I'm not fucking going to nap anyway.
That seems a wee bit dangerous. What? Doesn't he open from the inside? I'm not going in there. Fuck that. I'm just going to say that's maybe, I'm going to say bad and mad.
Yeah.
That's where I'm landing on that. Both.
Yeah. Another thing that's very bad is the scene. Now, I am not going to refer to this thing as the Gingerdead Man. I can't be bothered, right? So we're calling it the biscuit, right? And
which means something different for our American listeners. They see that as a scone.
Right, so anyway, the biscuit, when it drives the car and uses a rolling pin to push the accelerator. I mean, like, for one, you're going to need at least 2 rolling pins.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how are you working anything else?
I don't even think he's thought that far ahead. I'm just gonna.
I hated that scene, man. That really pushed me over the edge. What was quite sad was the main chick in it, who works in her parents' bakery. Her rolling pin skills were sad. You know what I mean? That's not even. Somebody just take that lassie aside for 5 minutes and just show her how to use a goddamn rolling pin. If you're going to insist that there is a scene where she rolls out dough.
Yeah, or just shoot her hands, stunt double it.
Yeah.
Like get an extra and it just rolls.
Totally. You know what I mean? Somebody that's not been had a fairly severe head injury, which is the only way I can explain why she's trying to roll dole at that.
Do you know what's sad, Baz?
What's sad, Duncan?
This is a Christmas horror movie. And would you know it was a Christmas horror movie?
No.
Is there a Christmas tree? Is there really any Christmas music? Is there even like caroler, anything at all in this movie that even would denote like slightly out with the fact that someone does mention it's about Christmas time, but this is actually a Christmas horror movie?
Yeah, no, there's absolutely... there's a kind of inherent assumption that Gingerdead Man equals like Christmas.
Yeah.
Whereas
Not in the
this
UK, there isn't.
Whereas in this country, we know that they're actually just substitutes for childless farmers and their wives. There's a wee childhood memory I'm going to fucking squeeze one out on the chest of.
Oh man! You can literally, I can walk in any day of the year into a Greg's and get a gingerbread man. I mean, it's not
Yes, that's true.
Okay, it's no stuff is like that. Oh, I want to feel like it's Christmas every day. I'll just go to Greg's.
Yeah.
I have nothing else. The other thing I was going to mention, I'm going to keep for my one-liners because
What else have I got? Let me see what I've got. I mean, we know that my little gimmick about being sad because we don't do the nicknames thing anymore. This nickname, it wasn't as brilliant. It was more a throwaway comment. The wrestling obsessed Baker's Apprentice guy.
Yep.
His wrestling name is the Butcher Baker.
Yes.
Because obviously he's a baker, but he's a butcher because he's a wrestler. Fucking more like Master Baker, mate. You know what I mean? That's what I would have called you. You fucking cuck.
I don't
You know what I mean? The pure... Well, the hoodlum guy comes in and ends up making off with the little hot baker's daughter kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Just in the corner wanking himself off and then gets fucking possessed by a gingerbread man and then they just burn him to death. You know what I mean? That's like the world's worst cuck job. You know what I mean?
That would have been such a better movie as well. Just like such a better movie. Right, we're exiting out of this because I can feel our cynicism.
Staring through the little window in the walk-in oven as his face melts and all he can see is this motorcycle hoodlum finger popping his fucking butt. You know what I mean? And then his eyes melt. Can't see it anymore. Now I'm done.
Money.
Now I'm finished.
Give us money. Give us money to make that movie. Right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the top 5 lines. Let's talk script, because I'm sure the script is better than everything else. Maybe. We'll find out right after this. And welcome back to a segment I've called Quote Crumbs, top 5 lines to bake your brain. Baz. I'm going to kick off with the one I was going to use before, which is a line in this movie, and it is their equivalent of Freddy Krueger's "Welcome to Prime Time, bitch." It is the line "Eat me, you punk bitch." And when I heard that, I just thought, yes, this is the movie we're dealing with right now. More than just an homage. What have you got?
What I found weird was, so there's a character in it that's the mean daughter of a competing baker guy.
Yes.
But she ends up trapped inside the bakery with them all, and she's still a bit of a bitch, but she's kind of friends with them. But she gets passed off as like one of these pageant queens, Miss Pretty Face of Waco, which is a weird title for N. Do you know what I mean?
Also from Waco.
You know what I mean? Like Miss Pert Tits of Austin. Miss Stupendous Vag of Dallas. It's just fucking terrible. Do you know what I mean? Miss Pretty Face, really?
Diminish the title of Stupendous Vag. I won that 3 years in a row. I'll have you know.
I'm a goddamn Spider-Man, you're pretty face, if you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go hit up Urban Dictionary.
What about this line? You're a cookie. I'm a man. That's a line in this movie between the hero and the villain.
It's almost as bad as when the biscuit snarls, "Have you tried a lady finger?" and then cuts a lady's finger off. You know what I mean? That you could have done so much more with a line, "Have you tried a lady finger?" That's the best you could come up with. I could have written you 5 pages of filth around that line with my eyes shut. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, they could not. The budget could not extend to like 5 minutes of Baz time, because that'll cost you. That will cost you. There's so many like bad, like baked good puns in this movie. Like just not really like this one. I'll kill you, you little tart. And which over here maybe has like more meaning. I don't know if like you can. Don't know if that's an American thing. We'll find it from our American listeners. If it's an insult to call a woman a tart.
Yeah,
I always think that's more a British insult.
Yeah, I think it probably carries more weight over here. A bit like how we use the C word very offhandedly, and Americans got horrified when you chuck it about. I think maybe tart is a bit of the reverse of it over here. Like women will get quite offended if you call them.
If you call a woman a tart, she will claw your eyes out.
Yeah. Keeping with the baking stuff, there's the what is that? Well, it sure ain't the Pillsbury Doughboy. Just fuck off.
What about revenge is sweet? It's like my tolerance for this movie was waning all the way through it.
This isn't a particular line. The one bit I did thoroughly enjoy, there is a bit where Busey obviously is voicing the biscuit, and he's pissed off about a rat, and he just keeps, there's this tirade of abuse thrown at this rat, but it's kind of in the background, and all you hear is Busey going, "I'll fucking kill you." I thought that bit was quite good, but it's completely unintentional. It's not meant to be a funny bit, but it's much funnier than the rest of the
But by that point, you were delirious and you were clinging on to anything. You were clinging on to anything that you could. I have no more lines. Honestly, let's move on. When we come back, we're going to be talking about plot holes. I mean, this segment could be the entire 30-minute runtime. We're going to do that right after this. And welcome back to a segment I call "Let's Talk About Butter Sausage." Let's talk like butter sausage. Have you never seen that?
What?
Have you not seen the viral clip where Gary Busey's been interviewed? It's like from like last year. And the guy's asking him like genuine questions, and he derails the entire interview by saying, "Let's talk about buttered sausage." Oh, I need to send you this.
Oh no! I do.
I don't like that was you just a minute. You cut my balls off right there, right in front of everyone.
You did what you always do. You build these things up in your own head.
Off air, you could have pretended it was good. Right. This is the worst plot holes in this movie. I'm going to just throw one out there that we kind of touched on. We haven't really touched on the reincarnation here feels a bit sketch. Like I kind of feel like if you could just come back as anything through the process of your cremated remains being used as a powder and something, people would be snotting their relatives all the time, you know?
Yeah, the addition of a drop of blood.
Yes, literally all it means.
Enough to bring you back. And see, that was my first one as well. The whole premise of the now, let's not beat about the bush. There's most of these resurrection type plots in horror movies are sketchy at best. Let's not forget the radioactive dog piss.
Well, that is also true. We already mentioned Freddy tonight, so that feels fair. So,
but in addition to what you've already pointed out about that, surely to God, when you just like tipped somebody's human ashes into your dough, that's fucking disgusting. You know, you would throw it out. You would not then bake a batch of ashes with them. A batch of cookies.
Not like if you open cinnamon, you know you've opened cinnamon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You smell it before you use it. So yeah.
Well, you kind of stole my thunder there, Duncan, because that was going to be my main. The other one that I just didn't understand, although I did like it, is why the fuck did the biscuit pull a varsity blues on the Latino bakery assistant? So this is a woman that we've not mentioned up until now, but it's like the main girl's kind of best friend / co-worker. She didn't look particularly Latino, it has to be said, but she uses terms like El Diablo and stuff like that, obviously to reinforce her ethnicity. But she gets whacked on the head with a frying pan, which, to be quite frank, the gingerbread man shouldn't be able to lift. But anyway, he did. And then you don't see her for about 10 minutes, which is quite a lot in this film, because when you take into account the massive credits at both ends of this film,
and
the
also
film itself must be about 50 minutes long.
Yeah, like the runtime of this movie is 1 hour and 15, and the opening credits are close to 8 minutes, and the closing credits are almost 10.
It's mental. Anyway, she gets bonked in the head with a thing. You don't see her again, and the next minute they walk into a room and she's there, just fully covered in whipped cream.
Yes,
but like from neck down to the ends of her feet with 2 little cherries, just where you can imagine they would be placed on a body like that. Seemed a bit overkill, and also it's never explained why he did that. Do you know what I mean? You would expect at least a couple of little handprints in the cream or something like that.
It's your movie. That's your movie. That's not this movie. That's your movie. Well, you know what? I'm curious to see how low these ratings go. To find out, you'll need to join us in the next segment, coming at you right after this. And welcome back to a segment I've called Rated C for Christmas Carnage. Baz, what are you scoring the Gingerdead Man out of 5?
Fucking 1. I would score it lower, but Busey is in it, and I love Busey, man, right? And he's... I don't want to use the term mental in it, but he is. Like some of his pattern, like I laughed when you heard him just ranting at the rat and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's just horrendous. And I've seen the Beaster Bunny. Do you know what I mean? So I know the level that can be set on these things.
You did. Yeah, I'm joining you. I gave this a 1 out of 5 for very similar reasons. Gary Busey does make me smile, and I did laugh at a couple of bits. Whether or not that's intentional from the filmmaker's point of view or not, that's another story. But, you know, what we're going to do. So that's 2 1s for the Gingerdead Man. And that's a wrap on our bonus Christmas episode covering The Gingerdead Man, a film that proves holiday baking is best left to the professionals, or at least people not possessed by Gary Busey. Massive thanks to the Baz who survived the cookie carnage, armed with only a candy cane shiv, a flask full of festive regret, and an unwavering belief that gingerbread should never talk back. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe, rate and review the B-Movie Blitzkrieg wherever you get your seasonal schlock on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or summoned via a cursed advent calendar. And if you didn't like it, just whisper, Baz will find you into his snow globe 3 times. He will appear. Next time on the B-Movie Blitzkrieg, we're kicking off the new year with just so many things that make Baz happy. We are trading sugar for chainsaws and sleigh bells for sleaze when we return with episode 14 covering Hollywood chainsaw hookers. A film that's part noir, part gore, and all kinds of inappropriate. It's the only movie where the phrase cutting-edge fashion might actually involve a chainsaw, and a film that asks the important questions like, can you mix prostitution with power tools? And is there such a thing as too much body oil in one scene? So until next time, keep your cookies cursed, your tinsel tangled, and remember, here at the B-Movie Blitzkrieg, the bizarre meets the brilliant, one B-movie at a time. Baz, say goodbye to the listeners, please.
Guten Nacht, mein sexy Liebchen. Wherever you are, have a very happy Christmas and a good new year. Sleep tight, don't let the Krampus bite. Blitzkrieg.
I just came.